radio cast. Gonna try our best. So let's hope that we actually can give you a picture of what is happening. Interesting things, I can promise you that. What happened so far, I'm not sure when we timed out, when we lost the connection, but Furbo Pandas took the first round. Kind of expected after a really long hold on last and them being the favorites in this match. But now, the match kind of proceeded in a weird way. Not much has happened, but Decerto has the midpoint. They wiped Furbo Pandas not once but twice on mid after they tried to retake it, and now they're pushing into Spire. And we look at a really comfortable 80% on Turbo and only 20% on Shifty, which, if this continues like that, they just lost 2 players too. Furbo Pandas is just on 4 players. They might just take a round off of them. The first round they might equalize right now. The Uber has been popped really, really early. And Decerto is going into the point, trying to get the frags. Nothing has happened so far, and oh no, there goes Shifty, and that's no medic. That's no pyro for Furbo Pandas. And the first casualty, and it's 3 against 4 right now in this last point. And
it's only Hildus alive now, and yeah, they got the round now. Decerto just took the 1-2, 1-1. Sorry.
Really well played, trying to go in and getting all the frags, and they wiped them in the end. Really well played after they dropped out, and yeah, 1-1. This is still anyone's game. We've seen some really good performances, and just point-wise, Decerto's leaving. They're getting more frags, but it looks like that Furbo Pandas is playing a bit more efficiently with the frags they're getting. Anyway, Kratos, would you like to take us through mid again?
Yeah, let's see. So Hildus took the normal way to mid, and Hui went to balcony. Came back in onto mid now, they're running cross point and just destroying everything. So there's it's nearly a wipe for Decerto there. It's only Shifty alive for Furbo Panda. They just ran across the mid and just nearly destroyed everything. So Furbo are trying to go in with the roaming soldier through shithouse, was denied by Hildus, by Hui pretty bad. Well, Shifty just went down as well, he chased down. And that's a 100% Uber advantage by Decerto. They're already in top level. So Furbo is on sniper now. We'll try to... Oh, nice.
And we're back really, really, really in time. So we got an Uber on the last point of Furbo Pandas that didn't really get anything done, but it gave a position. There's already so much time on the point, but only 2 players up for Decerto. Oh, this might be... And the medic goes down for Furbo Pandas, so at least the point has been equalized. And oh my god, Rising almost got it. Oh, the point, that should have been his. That was so well played, but Furbo saves the round for Furbo Pandas. Nicely played. Really, really clutch. And he's capping. So if he gets the time, he might just know he's worth
Donut just changed the spy. Let's see if he can get the cap. There's a lot capture time, so you just have to step 1 player and then stand on the point for... Yeah, not a second, just a half second and they will have the point. Let's see if Donut can manage this. Just behind the point. Just uncloak now, getting the sniper pick. But he can't do a pick sideshot there. Played it really safely, because they probably predicted this already.
That GF18 sniping? I assume so, he just got the headshot on Hildreth. So that's no demo for the Furbo Pandas and just 3 players overall. And they could push this, but they decided against it. Probably want to wait for their players and the slight Uber advantage that they have. It's about 30% Uber advantage. That's quite a bit. So they push quickly, and that's a pick for them too. That's the Uber. They're gonna push now on a player advantage against no Uber. This might be the 2-1 for Decerto.
8-6 on points. Let's see. Shifty nearly have it. Really good play. Really timed push there from Decerto. Just went in instantly with the Uber advantage now. Was really well played.
Oh yes, definitely. And I'm really excited because usually, I guess most casts that I actually do, the underdog kinda takes it. So I'm hoping for the same thing here. It was just 1 roll. Well, anyway, Rock went in for...
Who is going?
Go for it.
Yeah, nice present there from Furbo Pandas so far. They just destroyed Hui instantly. And Sideshow was behind them and distracted them pretty well. But anyways, Decerto could just manage it. Turbo were chased by like 1 or 2 players there and survived really well. And now here we go. Furbo got a wipe again. And Decerto have almost 100% Uber advantage now, and they have spawners already. And the Spire is kept off as well by Donut already.
So
Let's see
again,
what
the same
Furbo
thing.
gonna do there.
Furbo goes down again. He tried to snipe, but got taken down really quickly by Donut. Well played. So that's, again, full Uber against no Uber with the player advantage going to last. But this time from the lower right entrance. And they got forced very early, but it doesn't really matter too much when you got full Uber advantage.
The control point is being captured.
The Pyro goes down. Medic drops to the floor and tries to get out again, but the frags were in the favor of Decerto, but there's only 2 up for them now against 3. They have to drop out. Be quick, guys. They're gonna chase you. They're gonna get your medic. Run. There's a soldier curving around the lower area. Never mind. He's just getting the health.
Yeah, but anyways, the plan wasn't that bad to push from lower right side from Decerto. Because it's actually, if they have 100% Uber advantage, the enemy team would probably play with a Pyro there. And if they would have pushed to top left gate or top right, the Pyro could have just denied them really well. So it's always a good push side to push through lower right if the enemy team running a Pyro. Anyways, who is going behind them? He's already called, so you have to back out there probably. Oh, he's going for the last. Yeah, who he just...
And that's the back cap. Nicely played.
Oh.
I'm not sure if they planned that. Turbo went down really early and then Uber exchange that he kinda got forced into. Well, he didn't have Uber, he wasn't 80%, so really close to it. And Shifty just popped into him and at a full Uber, he just got taken down within a couple seconds. Anyway, we got Hildreth coming to mid slightly, actually at the same time as Huey. We're gonna exchange some stickies, getting not much done. There's no significant damage being put out. And Turbo's already on the... Yeah, Turbo goes down really quickly. That's 2 frags in favor of Furbo Pandas, 3 frags, and that's gonna be Furbo Pandas' point. Really well played, nicely played the point. And they're gonna go with a full advantage into their last, unless Huey's sneaky sticky trap on Spire is gonna take down a player or 2. And they spotted right away, nothing happened there. Oh dear.
Rising went there for the bomb, but yeah, who is Shifty just didn't hit it. And he could just surf away and survive really well. So they're pushing through main now. No 6 on point if I see it right. He could just go for the point. Yeah, Shifty's doing that. Turning off the Uber and turning it on again. Lot capture time on the last point now. Sideshow's going in from top left. Have got a good spot there to spam the last point. Was really well played there. It's also a good plan. Always if there are no 6 on the point, it's really easy to cap it off, in my opinion. Because it's just a medic or anyone else can just do a lot capture time on the last point. So anyways, here we are back on mid.
Looks like they're gonna... Decerto's going with half their team through Valley, both Scouts and the Soldier go Valley, so they might be able to curve around them. There's an early bomb, a really early bomb from Huey actually, jumping into... Actually no, he got taken... I have no idea what happened. Furbo Pandas just swarmed the point, and they're gonna take it, just like last mid. It looks like they figured out how to beat Decerto, and doing the same thing... oh, actually no, they're not doing the same thing, but they actually win these mids now, whereas they were wiped there before.
Well,
So,
Furbo went to Valley with every heavy club, and Sideshow, I guess it was Sideshow, I'm not quite sure. Sideshow just bombed into their choke and had like 3 players really far back. So it was Sideshow's mid, I guess it was Sideshow, I'm pretty not sure. Sorry if it was Zoop, then it was pretty well played from Zoop, because he just bombed into the choke and there was Demo, Soldier and the medic far back in choke.
was a nice
really
soldier
nice
play
bomb
in
there.
that case.
Yeah.
Well, we got something we haven't quite seen in a while. We haven't seen in quite a while. We got Uber versus Uber on the point, and Sideshow tries to go for the sneaky cap. Didn't get anything done. Too bad. I like that kind of play. And now Furbo Pandas has to watch out for something trying to push in, working off that player advantage that Decerto now has. Doesn't look like they're going to do it. They're going to sneak a scout in. There's a scout going behind. It's Donut. He's on Stonebridge now, and he's going to go drop down, looks like.
Yeah, he was spotted by Sideshow already.
Not too bad. And now they have a player behind, and Furbo Pandas has to watch out for that, but that might just give Donut the ability to force the Uber off of Furbo Pandas if they're not careful. And they're not watching that, but has he swapped spawns?
Yeah, he just swapped.
Oh,
Control point is being captured.
Ducks. Thatcher tried the same thing again, didn't get anything done that time either. I'm not sure if they could just keep trying. Not sure if they would get anything done, but maybe Donut tries to sneak behind them again.
Yeah, actually looked like, and he got the pause. It was nice.
I was trying to set up a Day of the Groundhog, but okay, it actually happened, but they got something done this time. Really well played from Donut there, actually giving his team the advantage, and yeah, Rising and Turbo are gonna get aggressive in lobby now, or not. Gonna go back and probably just wait this out till Donut comes back. Then they're gonna push out with a full Uber advantage, and Furbo Pandas has to be defensive now, and they are. They're all the way back on the balcony, and are they thinking about going back to Spire? Oh no, they have a demo watching a sticky trap.
Seems like they're
lobby.
watching the last, so they're
It's
saying
spotted.
that. Seems like they're playing on the time now, because it was like 100% Uber advantage from Turbo since he didn't need to use that. And now they're just staying on the last point, defending the point, 8-6 on point from Hui. And they will just wait now for Furbo to push in and just play Uber versus Uber. And try to do this again. I'm not sure if it's the right plan, to be honest, because it's 6 minutes left on the clocks. Anyways, they're running
I guess Decerto didn't want to push out, not wanting to chance it and risk actually losing that point. But they had a full advantage for such a long time. They kind of gave Furbo the edge there. And now it's 3 versus 5 on this last point, and this looks really good for Furbo Pandas. And yes, that's it. We're at 3-3 equalized scores, and this was probably just misplayed by Decerto. They had all the cards in their favor. They had the full Uber, they had a play advantage at some point, and they just waited, try to wait or tick down the time. Didn't work out for them. Too bad.
Yeah, they just made the wrong decision there. Anyways, let's see. Sui on balcony now. He gets bombed by the roaming soldier. Oh, Satchel is actually jumping behind them, pretty far behind. I couldn't get Hui there. We just predicted him on that. So that's both soldiers dead for Furbo Pandas there, and they can re-push the mid.
Looking really good for them. It's 4v3 and the health is in their favor. 3v2 and it's only the demo and the medic up. This is not a good scenario. And yeah, the demo goes down, Hildreth goes down, and now oh yeah, Shifty's on the run. He's being chased, 40 HP, 20, and he goes down. Well played. It was interesting. I was just watching Furbo just take over mid like last time, and then suddenly 2 frags went down someplace entirely else. I didn't. We got Decerto on the warpath. They have a full Uber advantage again against nothing from Furbo Pandas. Not sure where they're pushing. They could just take Spire. There's only a soldier on it. Bombing choke, not doing anything. He's probably gonna go down. Yeah. Although Rock went behind and took down the demo, so no Huey for Decerto. And yeah, that actually makes Furbo Pandas confident enough to push out on Stone Bridge. With no
Yeah, they
Uber,
should be able
mind
to
you.
take the choke at least, and probably the Spire as well, because it's pretty hard to defend the Spire without a demo. So it's Donut already on the Spire, and he have a lot capture time on it. Both Scouts and Spire, so they will have to give it up. Even if they are spamming a bit, they won't be able to block the Spire. Also, it's Furbo again on Sniper. He's pretty close on the main gate. It's a really nice spot there. On the stairs just into the main gate. So if they're coming there, he can easily body shot the medic. If he don't get spotted that far. Let's see if he can manage it. They're building outside though, because yeah, they don't have it.
I have never seen
Just
this
on
hole. This is fun. Now they're doing something more traditional, but I've never seen the medic and the sniper and the soldier and the demo hold up in that spot. But yeah, okay, nothing happened there, so too bad. But oh, Furbo Pandas actually had an Uber advantage for a long time, like oh dear, like 50% advantage or something. And they again let Decerto. Oh, come on, just let me talk. Actually, no, never mind. It's a fun game. We got 4-3 for Decerto, and they might just take it. There's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. So unless we see what we've seen before, just wipe mid, keep over, push to last, take the round, this might actually be quite the upset in Division 1.
Yeah, let's see what Furbo Pandas doing on the mid. They're pushing through Valley again. It's Zoop and Hui and Zoop and Hildo through Valley. Let's see what they do. They're still staying in their slopes, they're just walking up and Hildo's going down. And there's a lot of point presence for Decerto again. So they were just rolling out through the valley and they just tried to walk up there through their own slope, and don't know if it's a really good position because Decerto could just run over the point and like fuck them in the slope.
Shh, we don't use that kind of language on the stream.
Well,
Well, okay, player advantage again for Decerto, and this must hurt a lot for Furbo Pandas. They don't have much time. Again, 2 minutes, 1 minute 30 seconds left, and they're about to lose Spire. They have to retake Spire and actually win the round. Oh dear. This I'm just gonna call it for Decerto right now. It looks really good unless they wipe now a minute, but this is not gonna happen. In fact, there's a lot of pressure on Lash, and it's been capped. This is it. This is the round. This is the map for Decerto against the #1 contender. I think a team that has so far been unbeaten in Division 1.
yeah, it was like only one lose yet, I guess. Not quite sure, at least one draw against us. Not quite sure if they lost the map already as well. Anyways, that's the round for Decerto, and it's gonna be really interesting now for the first place in Division 1.
Looks
Then
like
Rising
they don't care
could
much
help
about
his own
us.
team.
they just changed
pretty
maps,
much.
but we know how that happened. It didn't even matter how that ended. Even if Furbo took a round, it would have been 5-4. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Decerto took 3 points off of the #1 team in Division 1. That's quite something. I don't know what happens if they take 2 maps off of them. I haven't done the maths yet. I have to admit I didn't have the time. So yeah, but in any case, Doug ran the math by me earlier the day. This is already quite something. So this probably can topple Pandas on the for the #1 spot, and they're gonna tie with Fresh from the Morgue if they win everything from now on, something like that.
Yeah, I have to check it, to be honest. Just see, I will just check the table now. Okay.
Well, and I should just express my frustration with my casts, because every time I cast, there's something much more interesting happening the same day, and I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know it really well.
Yeah, I mean, really, Pledge, Slin, what the hell? What you did lets our stream look like a joke in comparison. Come on, guys. This is not fair. Seriously.
Yes, seriously.
Alright, second map, Gullywash. Nice color scheme, actually. Much brighter, much more nice to look at. Well, I don't know. I'm really bad at paying attention to what kind of plays actually enable a team to push. Was there anything that you saw that probably decided it in Decerto's favor?
Wait, can you do the question again?
Sure, yeah.
Was-
Basically, what made Decerto win? Like, we knew it was going to be a match. Like, not going to be a roll. It was a good team versus a good team. But I did win, but I didn't expect them to win. So basically, what player kind of made them win on Decerto's side, or was there something lacking in on Furbo's side?
Well, I'm not sure if it was only one player. I don't think really it's
Or
like
the team play. That might be something too.
yeah, they
Just
played the
something,
mids
because-
really well there. They played really aggressive mids, and they really had much point presence on the mid, and that's actually what they made them won. Because it's like you said already in Wild the Cast, I'm not quite sure when it was. It was only always like 100% Uber advantage for one of the team, and they just played the mids really well, and yeah, it was nearly always a wipe, I guess. Pretty much always a wipe
I think
for
there were
one
only
team.
2 mids out of what 8 rounds where we didn't have a full Uber against nothing on the last point. Which, when it comes to Gully, now that you said it, it's gonna be really interesting because Gully is so infamous for team wipes. You push with Uber into last, and you lose the round right away. So we might see a really, really fast-paced game on Gully because of that.
Yeah, let's see.
Also, thank you, Shifty, for changing your nickname. It's gonna make passing a lot easier.
Oh, by the way, Russian just sent me the logs. Are we going over the logs or?
Not sure if we have the
Do we
time.
have
We
time
got
for
6
this?
and
Okay.
Alright, so no logs on screen for now. Just we're told. I think we should mention this. It happens sometimes. You can't hear him, but John's actually feeding us information as we cast. So when we just stop in mid-sentence, it might either be John telling us something that we missed, or something that's interesting for us and you to know, or
Oh, so it's only we that can hear this, or?
Yeah, it's only us. It's only us.
Ah, oh.
It's
Didn't
magic like
realize
that.
it. Oh, really magic.
Caught me off guard the first time. Alright, and this is one of those cases. We're gonna go live in exactly 82 seconds from now on. We're just told, and because of the delay, we know it. So there's gonna be happening something very soon. Well, Gully is... maybe I'm confusing this, but Gully is more of a demo-centric map. And I think Huey has made a bigger impression than Hildreth so far. So this might be something that plays in Decerto's favor again.
Yeah, it was like, he really played his mid. Played a lot aggression mids, and yeah, that was kind of what Decerto made one. So let's see on Gully, it's kind of... The key on Gully Wash mids is mostly to damage the enemy scouts that your soldiers can bomb in. So it's nearly on every mid, but yeah, especially on Gully Wash there. Because it can make a few changes for the mid plays.
That's why what I always found, like Badlands is a scout playing field. They can just run across the point or take the trains and just be an anti-air gun defense right there and actually prevent soldiers from jumping in. Whereas on Gully, you got high ground in the middle of the point that only soldiers and well, demos too can reach, but it's more practical for soldiers to do it. So yeah, as you said, soldiers are a bit more favored on this mid. We've gone live as we predicted. And
yeah.
Would you like to take us through it again?
Yeah, it's Sui playing through choke, he's getting run by a scout. He was on 1 HP, he's really far back there, but he couldn't get the scout there. Hild is going down as well. So that should be the mid for Decerto again. Was really unlucky there because, yeah, Hui was just on 1 HP and he luckily get down Rock there.
Sideshow just saved them the round. He went drop down as soon as his medic died and took down Turbo right away. So that's no Uber on last for Decerto, but they do have the mid point and they are pushing onto the second point.
Yeah, so Donut and GF18 getting down Sideshow there. So they're just pushing through big doors now, it seems. So yeah, Decerto is just pushing across through big doors now. Moving in, Hui can stick up onto the top there. They're still on choke. Hild is really low there, on 80 HP. You have to watch out there, he's pretty alone at the moment, he was on 30 health.
No idea what happened to Shifty. He had a soldier in his face and he didn't die. And none of his players around either. So really, really nicely dodged. And they're actually gonna take... Well, they're probably not gonna take mid. There are only 3 players against high ground and respawning players on the Decerto side. They're gonna push in now with the respawners, but they held onto the second really well. But the Uber got forced very early onto mid, and yeah, Turbo's gonna pop his. Nice Uber exchange in favor of Decerto. Not sure if they're gonna get aggressive, doesn't look like it. They're gonna spam choke and caught Hildreth and Rock off guard. That's 2 picks for them.
Yeah, Rising just bombed in, and after Hildreth and Rock was called, we just...
Our control point.
That should happen already on the second point, the way, to be honest, because Hildus was on like 30 health on second point and no one forced jumped him or something.
Time has been added.
So Decerto could have won this, yeah, just more easily, like a few minutes ago. Anyway, so pushing them out now and they're back on last.
Yeah, Furbo probably just saved them the round. They were up one player on Furbo Panda's side. And Furbo went in, killed one player, evening it out to 4 against 1, then 2 respawners 4 against 3, and then distracted the entire team of Decerto for a good 20 seconds, allowing them to actually recuperate. But we got the push on the last, lots of time on the point, and already 3 players, 4 players down. I can't even count that fast. 5 players down, that's gonna be a wipe and a round for Decerto. Holy crap, that's 1-0. I was about to say 2-0, but I was too fast with the overlay. It's 1-0, first round goes to Decerto, and we're gonna continue the trend of them winning against the #1 spot on the Division 1 ladder. Table, not a ladder, it's not a ladder, it's a table.
Yeah, it's actually a table. So it's Hildus again in Valley then, and Hui's playing in Choke again. He's more passive this time because he's kind of scared against the Scout again, because it was really close, like I said. So anyways, they're jumping in now with one bump and they're getting down Shifty there. They can just run across point now and that's the mid for Decerto again. Hui's just going through the big doors, try to cut off some players there. Because it's still Hildus up there in Choke, but he jumped already on top, so they're far out.
The control point is being
It was
contested.
So
insanely good bombing from Kalari, taking down the medic really early in the mid-fight and just saving his team, or just giving his team the round.
Time has been added.
And again, well, we're used to seeing this. Over for one team, nowhere for the other team, but a really good force. Who was that? Is that... Yeah,
It was Zoo.
No, Zoo.
Zoo
Zoo,
jumped
well
in
played.
And they're running a Pyro now, and it's really hard to push from the side against the... Anyways, they managed it because one just went
Point is being captured.
over balcony there and just could finish off the Pyro.
Yeah,
So again, a really well played mid by Decerto, and then that's the round for them.
yeah. As we said, it's going to be very quick rounds because of this kind of stuff. The first round was very slow, or not very slow, but slower than this one. Because of what we discussed before. Well, because the round was saved by one of the soldiers. Well, for this mid, he was held up in the corner on his side, and he's being pressured from almost all sides. And it looks like this time he didn't get saved, but most of his team just spammed the players that were trying to kill him. They focused way too much on Hildur. They're gonna try to actually take a couple rounds off Furbo Pandas and telling them, guys,
Alert.
we're not here to give you the
Control point is
points.
being contested.
Was already too much of the 3 from us gonna take this map.
Oh well, they just used that they captured off the second point though, so they have to watch out now on the last for players running behind.
Our control point is being captured.
Shifty doesn't use yet. It's really well played. On 70 health, so they can use the 100% over advantage again on the last push. Let's see what Furbo Pandas do with it. So they're running over the top right gate to the shutter gate with one soldier and the demo. And there's a pyro again for on the Decerto side. This time he's getting down really fast. So Turbo is going down, the Rising is going down. It's only the soldier up. Oh, and Hui is hiding in water there.
It
But
almost
he can't
worked
really
out.
do anything there.
It was a nice delaying tactic. The Pyro almost wasted the entire Uber. And if they hadn't swarmed in with 4 players, Ubering all of them, they wouldn't have gotten the frags that they actually got that enabled them to take that round. So 2-1, anyone's game. And oh, we got
Yeah.
both scouts for just sort of taking the left side and trying to protect the demo. It's going to be a really passive round for them, probably. They have one scout pushing across, and there's the bombing from Zoop. Not getting much. The order goes down to Sideshow. That's the first pick of the round. The second one goes down. 3, Furbo Pandas is going to take this. There's only 2 players up. Huey's on very low health, and Kalari goes down. Where's Huey?
He's
Everything
already on
escaped.
last, he's really far back.
Okay, he escaped in that case.
Just
Darn it.
managed to jump out, yeah. So
I
that
was hoping
was
for some insane
both
clutch
of the
goal.
demos and choked this time. And Hill just got a huge damage on the enemy scouts, and it's a really huge advantage for any team to damage the scouts on mids, because they can't really protect your own team. So normally the scouts are there to protect your team against the enemy soldier. And they was both on like 60 health there, and they couldn't really manage to defend their team against the soldier. So that's 2-2. Oh, it's 2-2. Sounds strange.
I missed that. It went by so fast. I was looking at something off screen, but wow. Okay, 2-2. As I said, one's game. This is going to be really close and fun, and the rounds are very fast. So, whoever watched the Crackland, well, not Crackland, the Zaibatsu versus Epsilon match, this match is where the excitement is at.
Yeah,
It's down this
yeah,
yeah. These mids go by so fast.
Well, it was Hui this time through the valley gate. He tried to damage the top right, he couldn't really damage that much, and his team couldn't really follow up onto the top side. So, I don't know what actually happened there.
It just went by so fast, where you just one kind of mistake, you overcommit 3 players, they get taken down, then you get pressured back. Something like that, maybe? Well, I've just have to pay more attention next mid, which might just happen in a couple seconds, because Furbo Pandas, again, full over against nothing. It looks like they figured out how Decerto plays their mids. They've taken the last, 3 mids? Via almost wipes, always taking down the medic right at the start of the mid fight, or at least right after it, and securing them the full over. But this time, Decerto has a heavy on last, one that isn't last second, one that's actually prepared for, and he's doing all that he's supposed to do, just denying the jumpers their space. And this
Turbo's
looks
on
like
92% already. Gonna be
just
really
take
close.
down.
Right.
3-2.
It was really close. Donut denied them pretty well as a pyro there in Victor's, and just bought some time for his team, but yeah, anyways, it was really close, and Turbo just went down with 92% over there. So this time we see Hildreth in Valley again, and Hui is playing on his general choke again. So he's really weak, he's staying really far back, there's no point present at all for Decerto. They're just staying in the shit house. Anyways, Turbo managed to get out there. Rising just buying some time for his team, damaging the scout a little bit. And Turbo and Hui are out already in top lobby. So it's Uber versus Uber nearly. They probably can't contest the second point, they will just stay on the last point now and place the Uber versus Uber.
Yeah, this time I actually paid attention to what was happening. I think it's the way that they position, that Furbo Panda positioned their demo. They just sent the demo up the right side when he rolls out, and what happened on this mid in particular was that Hildreth locked out the combo for Decerto, and the medic and soldier never really reached mid. They were just stuck in that, which one is it, Z area? This is not Z.
Yeah, it's like shithouse or Z, yeah. Something like this.
Z area, and taking out the medic and the pocket out of the entire mid equation, you can't win that. You're missing a huge damage dealer and you're healed. You can't do anything with that. So that it's rather easy to counter, though. I'm not sure. We'll see if the server actually figures that out. If it was the case with all these mids where he lost to that around different strategies and the server can't cope with that. We've seen in the past, well, this entire match, the entire match, not just this map, they just change up stuff all the time. We see a team wiping another team for like 3 or 4 rounds, and then things turn around and we get close matches. Close maps in this case.
It's a really crazy map there. Anyways, at the mid they really damaged Hui as well, by the way. So Hui wasn't able to do anything on mid, he was on 70 health. Also back on to the last, it's Killari going down on balcony, picked by Hildreth. It's a really good pick.
Hildreth peeking in. Oh, he missed the shot on Huey, that was really close. They almost lost the demo too.
Rising is trying to change, missed the shot onto Shifty, that was really close and really unlucky there. Let's see, Furbo Pandas is going back in now with 2 picked, 1 almost spawned already. Well, and Hildreth going down, they have to back out now.
Oh, and Furbo takes down I almost said Gubbins. God damn it, those names. He takes
Yeah,
on Turbo,
see.
that's no medic for Decerto.
And
So
Rock's going for the last point. He can. Oh, it was really close. Nearly got it. GF18 was on 7 health, I guess, or 6 health actually. And he nearly got it. Was really well played. There was a soldier bombing into Big Door's area, and he just went around him and went into water and then went for the point and yeah, nearly kept it like you can see. There's a lot capture time on it.
Huey got really aggressive on Riverside, just pushing all the way up to the upper area. And almost killed, who was that? Was it... Oh, was Sideshow. Almost killed Sideshow. Furbo goes down. And there's a soldier in water for Furbo Pandas, and he's going up to the point, behind everyone, takes down oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Sideshow! Wow. Lots of spam from his team, but he had to have been called. Probably wasn't then. He just walked up the point and killed everyone on it. So it's 4-2. It's looking like Furbo Pandas has figured out how Decerto plays. If they can turn it around, this is going to be a roll so far. They haven't won anything in 4 rounds.
They're running across the valley area now, just right into their big door. It's pretty risky play because Hildus was on top, and now he's going down. Anyways, they lost nearly everyone. Who is behind them in big doors with 17 health? Yeah, he just suicided there. Because he wasn't able to do anything.
It almost worked. They had 3 players in the face of the blue medic. But yeah, as you said, the soldier that actually got the high ground, the one player that committed to it, took down or got crucial damage on the entire Decerto team.
Pretty hard to play this if the enemy then was playing in the choke area, like you saw Hildus was in choke and just could spam them from the top, and there was no pressure at all on Hildus for some seconds, for a few seconds, and then he could just like damage them, and they were like 60 health, and then one soldier could just finish them off.
And another round. You really can almost not commentate these. I'm not experienced enough. This is so fast. They just bombed the other players. They got Kilari as an entrance frag, which was unfortunate. He was just held up on the crate, or the pipe. But whatever. Oh, this time.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Just
Things have been changed up. We have both teams on mid. We have equal situations. Furbo Pandas being a bit more passive this time, not being as aggressive. There's not much happening, but that's 2 frags. Shifty goes down to Kalari, taking down both Furbo and Shifty. It's 4v3, 3v2 in Decerto's favor. And can Rock and Sideshow do something? It's equal about now, even in health. And Huey goes down. It's Rock versus Rising. Just the 2. And
let's
Rising
see,
is
Rock
actually
is...
on the... Oh!
Wow.
I had just the right angle that I didn't see Rock, and he just ran into my screen and shot down Rising. Oh dear. He looked in the wrong direction too. I was taking his angle. Oh dear.
Oh, just by the way, it's 7 rounds already, and within like 15 minutes.
As we said,
So-
fast game.
Yeah, it's a really fast game. Also, I guess Decerto won the first 2 rounds, didn't they?
Yeah, they won the first 2 and then they lost 5 in a row, which must be kind of
That's
depressing.
really crazy.
But
They're running
this might-
crits now, and a really nice sticky by Hui on Shifty.
like Huey got his mojo back when it comes to crits. Last game
Yeah.
that was casted, he was in. He didn't hit any of them, I think. I think he took down 2 players with like 5 crits or something like that. It was really unfortunate. But so far, 2 crits on him. 2 crucial picks, but doesn't look like they're going to be able to take back the midpoint. Actually, no, never mind. Oh, they kept their medic. Heal advantage and stuff. Okay, well played.
There was really less communication though, because Hui was already on top and did had a good position there, and his team just waited in the valley there, and Hui went down without any assisting there by his team. Anyways, Decerto actually winning the mid now. Even if Turbo went down, it's just Hildus and Rock alive. Hildus just going back now, and Rock is staying really far back as well, so that's the mid.
Fine. Right, the point was capped by Furbo Pandas at some point, but this, I think, tactically could be summed up as one huge mid fight. and it was pretty scrappy too. Turbo had some really unfortunate timing, trying to run up to his park, who jumped up, and at that same time, the other combo just ran into the point and shot him down. But forgot who was Mape and Sideshow. He just jumped in, took down the other medic, which is why we have not quite equal Ubers, but equal
Yeah,
situations.
by the
I
way,
think it's
don't
not
want to
equal.
interrupt you, but Shifty is on crits there.
I
So
was about to
let's
say,
see
he's
what
building
Turbo's
fast
doing.
because of that. Interesting. Doesn't get anything done so far, and he's on low health. He's on just 60 health.
Yeah, they are already out there. Decerto really played it well. They're already out in shock, and they could repush this now. They should repush this, and they will repush this with the normal Uber now.
They just
They're
have
going
4
through
players. They have one respawner who got the fortunate forward spawn, but Huey goes down to rock again. Oh, that's unfortunate. Losing your demo when you try to contest mid. Let's see.
They pretty much wasted the Uber now, the Uber advantage. Let's see, so it's a huge Uber advantage now for Shifty again and his team. They nearly have it and they will use the crits. Let's see, Decerto should play this really close now and try to get Shifty down. Or just play really far back. They're just staying in with one soldier close. It's rising in valley, he will just bomb in if they're coming in with a crit. So he jumped in now, he's got a good rocket on Shifty. So was low on 70 health.
Oh, they can. Oh,
Oh.
Turbo again popping the Uber on 1 health, but probably just to save himself. No, they're actually trying to contest. What are you doing, guys? You're just 3 and your health is really bad, and they're dropping back out. That would have been really odd. Did they get forward?
Oh,
no.
really nice rocket there by Sideshow. Taking down Killari. Was a really well played by Sideshow though. And he nearly got the second scout there as well. I guess it was GF18.
May have been 37 degrees, whatever that stands for. I'm interested to know. That's one of a question I'm gonna ask wherever we get in the interview later. We got a 1v1 fight. Hildreth versus Turbo, and Hildreth came out on top. We got a soldier hiding on top of the drop down, but was spotted in time by Hildreth, and whoever scout that was, it was...
Yeah, it was Rock, I guess. Yeah, it was Rock.
Unfortunate timing again, and this is a push into last.
Crits onto last now.
Oh dear.
Oh well.
They have a heavy, and oh, the last stick he takes on Huey. If Huey stayed up, they might have been able to hold that, but not like this. And it's 6-2. So, match point, or match round for 3 tie in the point department. But there's enough
and it's
time.
still
Just
10
looking at-
minutes left. That's a really crazy game.
Yeah.
So
we had-
Decerto will still be able to manage this and get back into the game, and I wouldn't be surprised by this because it's like one wipe by another one. Anyways, both demos are dead now. It's 3-on-3 again. Oh, that was really fast. Didn't know
the
what
health
actually
was
happened.
way... Oh, is Turbo trying? No. Ah, come on. You could have almost done it. Just run with the Uber Star. You're gonna get it. It's a scout and a medic. He decides against it, trying to preserve the Uber, which is well played. That's the sensible solution. Not what I would have done, but whatever. He's on 50% against 90% on the Furbo Pandas medic. They're trying to contest it, but this might backfire. Huey is getting really aggressive, close to choke, but there's nobody to support him. They push in now, which...
Yeah,
they
they should
don't.
get this in time, I predict.
This case, I would have pushed. I mean, just look at Turbo, how long he hasn't been healing. And they actually popped the Uber behind in their lobby. Oh, they're gonna do a wraparound strategy. This is interesting. A couple players in lobby, couple players in big door, and it's not working out at all. Shifty went down. It's 4 players on Decerto with the medic against 3 players on poor health on Furbo Panda's side. So this might be... Oh, unless
the
this
backhack
goes
was
down.
going though.
Nice idea.
Oh, wow.
But it didn't work. This might be the comeback for Decerto. They, just based on the trend, they held against Furbo Panda's last round. The round before, those were all wipes, and rolls, basically. But this time, they're actually looking very dominant, just outplaying them a bit more than they outplay them. Not sure what they want to do on big door with just a scout, but Furbo takes down Killari on sniper. So now they also have to take down a sniper, and the pressure on the sniper just kind of failed. Nice idea by Furbo Pandas to play the sniper. It's going to slow down things considerably. What they want, probably not me, but what they want is slowing the game down so Decerto gets nervous. They have to take a lot of rounds. They have to take 4 rounds to tie it up, and they have to take them fast. They only have 7.5 minutes left.
Yeah, we see Kilari on sniper now, and also Furbo on sniper. Let's see, Kilari want to buy the advantage now for Decerto. See what he's going down by Furbo really fast there. And it's Uber versus Uber in show. Let's see, and it's already 2 players dead for Decerto, it's 3 players dead for Decerto. So Furbo should manage to get the mid there. We're just pushing across choke now, Decerto's already...
Lag again. Yeah, it's kind of depressing just see them drop players almost every time they engage in a fight. They lose 2 or 3 every time they try that. I'm not sure what happened. Well, somebody pointed out earlier that they might just be depressed losing that many rounds in such a quick duration, which is kind of confidence shattering. And again, well, this time the Ubers are equal, but their chances are slimming. It's possible. We know how quickly Gullywash can cap, but they have to turn around really quickly. 6.5 minutes, a round per minute.
It's really hard there to push out from the last part without a real advantage. Also, Hui is going down, and that's a really good disadvantage. And that's the round for Furbo Pandas, and that's a 7-2 actually. So that's the map for Furbo Pandas. So this is gonna be a really close season final, I guess.
Yeah, that's probably what we can take away from this match. It was a lot of fun. A lot of interesting things happening. I guess the last part, or the latter half of Gullywash was a bit uninteresting because lots of wipes, lots of quick rounds, which are exciting, but not if a team just rolls. And then the game just kind of came to a halt and it got really stalematey. But yeah, overall, Badlands was amazing. Gullywash had an amazing half. And I know that we're gonna get someone to interview. I don't quite know who's gonna be yet. We'll know it. Probably Huey is what John just whispered in my ear. And we got the logs. You could take a look at them. Can we get them on the screen? All right. Actually, I feel kind of stupid asking that earlier, where I said, "Oh dear, can we point out a player that did better than the other players? Can we point out a carry or something like that?" Because I know that Decerto of themselves say that GF18 and or Huey are the carries of the team. But looking at the logs, I got the second one here. Looking at the log from Badlands. Badlands looks pretty balanced. Kilari didn't get much done, and Donut having not a good day on that, just sitting at 10 kills and 3,800 damage. Well, actually no. This is Gullywash.
This is Gullywash, yeah.
Yeah. I was just looking 6-3. Which one was that? That was not Badlands, because that was 5-3. So what we actually missed when they cut away from the map was Decerto taking another round from them. Yeah, in case of Badlands in that case is we have Huey at 10,000 damage, out-damaging Hildreth by over 1,000 damage. That's quite a bit. And Rising actually doing a lot for his team that he was working for, sitting at 31 kills, which is only 1 less than the highest ranking player in the match, which again is Huey. So that merc definitely paid off. Kilari sitting at a very low 9 frags.
Yeah, so in Gullywash, by the way, you can see it's a lot damage for Hildreth there, because yeah, if you see like the first round, Hui did a lot damage, like 1,500 damage, and in the second round he did top damage as well. So it's like the Gullywash mids were decided by the demos pretty much, and the whole round was decided by the mid. And Hui was able to get really nice damage in the first round on the mids, especially. So. And like you can see in the third round and the other rounds who Furbo won, it was like, yeah, Hildreth just out-damaged the mid and Hui wasn't able to really do a lot because he was always with one scout in his face, and then Hildus just followed up to the top right, and Hui was really far back there, and his team couldn't really follow up to anything.
Speak of the devil. Hi, Huey.
Hello?
Oh, hey, Hui.
How
What's up?
I actually have a question this time, right away. How do you feel? Because this must have been a roller coaster ride.
Pretty disappointed, I guess. Like, the first 2 rounds on Guildwash were so good, we were so hyped up, and then after like few more rounds, I just got pissed off because like everyone just focused me. I couldn't do anything. If I went left, like, I tried playing like defensively left, but still like people still, try to like get me from behind, in front, and so on. Like I just got completely shut down. You can see that in the logs, and I tried going right, but right doesn't really work for us, and we got shut down on right as well. So it was pretty disappointing compared to the fact that how we started playing it, leading 2-0 at the beginning and then just throwing it up at the end.
Yeah, it was painful to watch. Just we're kind of excited in the cast all the time. Oh my God, they're actually taking a map from them. Can they take the second round? Then, oh my God, 1-0. Oh wow, 2-0. Then 2-1. Oh, that doesn't have to mean anything. Really quick 2-2. Oh, okay. 3-2. Oh wait, what? 4-2. Are you kidding? 5-2. No, this is getting boring now. 6-2 and then 7. Damn it. It was all so fast, but I think if it had gone on for a bit longer, you seem to actually build up a defense over time, and rounds took longer and longer, and you might have been able to turn around. But
yeah, it was getting messy at the end. Like we just kept like thrown because we didn't have a lot of time. So it's a typical issue with teams when you don't have a lot of time and have to dies, and then you end up having like 5 minutes, and then you need to get 4 points, and that's basically impossible.
yeah,
I mean, you still try, even though you kind of know that it's probably over, but you still have to try. I mean, you might get lucky. You never know, so.
I just take 4 rounds like them within 5 minutes. So we've seen it done in the same match, but yeah, now that they're on a roll like that, it's kind of tough to turn around. But what does that mean for your standing on the table? Because I'm stupid when it comes to the maths of this kind of stuff, and I haven't really spent too much time trying to figure it out.
I believe we're gonna stay in the top 3. Like 3rd place now, most likely.
It will be really close with the Decerto. The Decerto is on the 3rd place at the moment.
Furbo still has
with
to
one
play
draw.
against today's letter, I think. No, they don't. They have played it. Okay, so Furbo still has to
Reverter,
play against Sparkle Motion, but I don't think Sparkle is going to win against Furbo, so I believe that Furbo is gonna stay first, and then Reverter is gonna stay second, and then we third or something.
What do you think is gonna? I'm not sure how they play this out. If there's gonna be a playoffs in Division 1, or if both first place.
Yeah,
Okay,
there is.
assuming that Roberto
Yeah, let
actually
me-
takes it.
Let me explain you. So, whoever takes the first place in Division 1 is gonna get Prem next season, and then the second place is gonna get a playoff game against the 7th seed of the current Premiership season, and then whichever like team wins will go to Prem, and whichever team loses goes to Div 1.
Yeah, but assuming that Roberto takes
Mm-hmm.
6 points off of the Decerto in their last match, I believe.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it
so
last?
Furbo
Yeah.
Pandas and Reverter are exactly on the same points at the moment.
So
So-
I think it's gonna be like tough, but for Team Roberto, the match against Decerto is gonna be easier, I think. But depends how good their scouts play. Like if Premzilla has a good day and he's on form, then they might cause an upset.
All right. Gonna be interesting to
Because
watch then
like
too.
Furbo Pandas are playing against Sparkle Motion, and I don't know, I see them better as a team than Decerto, I think.
All right. That's gonna be fun towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
Like next week.
Okay.
Next week or
Yeah.
this week?
Not
It's week
quite.
7, isn't it? So got something wildcarded. This is so
So it's
tough to
Furbo
keep track
versus
of.
Sparkle is a week 6 match there. Not sure when they're playing this.
Okay, wild
I guess
cards.
Probably in the catch-up week. I think the upcoming week is going to be the catch-up week,
probably.
so I believe.
And something else, because I know this can be an issue if you get rolled. Killari had a surprising low amount of frags. Now, he was playing Roamer, and I know that a Roamer sometimes has this really, really ungrateful job where your team gets wiped, and maybe your team got 1 or 2 frags on mid, and you as a Roamer have to get the over 4s or try to do something when that's why you don't get any points. Did he have a bad day, or was that what happened?
Like basically how Clary does, like his roamer plays, he doesn't really go for frags, but he just tries to jump in depending like what middle we play. But usually we like if for example I'm fast on Badlands and he does a fast jump as well, just to literally do some damage, and then he usually ends up dying because people just focus him. But that's the main like key for him at least. He doesn't really go for the frags, but he just tries to damage everyone as much as possible. And if he gets lucky, he gets the kills or something. But yeah, like he literally doesn't really care about his KDA. And you most likely will see an awful KDA from him in every single game, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, he sometimes does have bad days. He one day like had 4 points I think whole game, but I mean it happens to everyone. It just like doesn't work. Everyone has a bad day now and then. So yeah, like basically Killari is just like a support class for us dealing damage.
All right.
Yeah, his
but
damage
in this
wasn't too bad
case,
there.
Yeah, exactly.
but okay, but in this case, and I'm gonna say sorry beforehand. Doesn't that mean if he goes for the damage, you outfragging your entire team is basically you getting carried by Killari?
Yeah, well, I mean, it sometimes happens
Exposed.
that Killari sometimes is like on form properly. He ends up, having like 30 kills or something. But yeah, like I said, he doesn't really do that too often. He just goes for damage, all damage.
Yeah, I can see that. I did that too, but I didn't like it because you always it looks bad on the scoreboard, and you might just get booted off a team because of that. Okay, so we solved that. Do we have any other interesting things on the logs that we can see? Like the rest is pretty normal. Demos being really high on the damage side, and the soldiers being really high, and the Frakes getting way too many assists, cheaters, and I think rest is pretty normal. Nothing that
Yeah,
stands
Yeah,
out
like
too much.
Furbo Pandas played really well at the end of God Wash. Like they just kept me shut down because I usually never have this kind of awful God Wash games. I usually end up having like 15k damage or something, but now I just got completely shut down. So it's the first team to kind of like shut down me. So congratulations to them.
Was I mean, I can only refer to this one mid where healers just shut down your combo entirely, and
Yeah,
they got
exactly.
stuck
I don't know. We just
completely.
got the thing is we didn't play as a team for quite a long time because I couldn't play and so on, and we had a Merc soldier. So the issue for us at some points were that we were wondering too much what to do, and then they just went over the point and sticked us off. That happened like a few times, so that was the issue for us as well, and it was kind of frustrating. But that's what happens when you play with people that don't really play with you, like a Merc, and you haven't played as a team for a few weeks, and it just like ends up paying off in the wrong way.
37 degrees
you just
was
play off
GF18,
sync.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, but Rising did really well just on
Yeah,
the
I mean,
pocketing
yeah,
side.
Rising played well. Not saying he didn't do well or anything. He's like a good soldier. I rate him as a good player, so yeah. It's a shame that Ark couldn't play, but Rising did a good job replacing Ark, so.
Well, okay, Kratos, do we have any more questions? Because I think I'm out.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess we wrote down everything now. Figured out all the important points.
Unless we missed
So-
something, which is probably which has probably happened, but can't see everything. So
No,
I
it was
think
just really excited game, like we predicted already, and yeah, it was really well played by both of the teams. It was just a little bit unlucky there. I call it unlucky now for Goody Wash. Also, it was well played by Furbo Pandas to just taking down Hui really fast, and then wasn't able to play the mid anymore really well. Because yeah, Hui, like he said already, he was focused by a few players, and then they couldn't manage to get out of the choke point. So it was
Yeah.
really well played by Furbo there. And kinda unlucky if this didn't play it for a while, but anyways, it was really well played by Furbo Panda.
that's a good summary. Huey, got any shoutouts you want to do?
Shout out Rising for stepping up, and playing video games for us. Shout out to my team, even though we didn't have the best season this time, this CTF2L season 15. I don't know how many games we drew, but pretty much every single game went one game for us and then one game for another team. So I mean, it's still better than ending up, with like 6-0 and then being first. So having close games is the best. And then shout out to Blackout for casting.
That's us. Okay. Well, in that case, that's it. That was our cast of Division 1 ETF2L Season 15. Furbo Pandas versus Decerto, parting at a 3-3, giving us much room for interesting games in the future that might have... We don't even know who's going to be in first place. So that's what you have to take away from today. Have a nice evening and have fun.
Yeah, thank you for watching, and
Thanks
see
for
you
joining
next
us,
time.
Huey.
See you.
Good night.